All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Avillion and Brayden Talks. Um, we weren't here last week because we were down a man. We were down a man last week. But boy, does that set us up for a big pod today. We're gonna talk about the Pokemon Presents that happened. Pretty much just the wins and waves of it all. Um, And then NFL free agency has been on for like 2 days, a day, 2 days, whatever. Is this day two? I don't know.
This is day two.
This is day two. But yeah, stuff. A lot of the big signings have gone on, but there's still some. There's still at least one big fish out there, swimming around.
That fish is gonna be there till like June.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
If
that's gonna be a while.
yeah, if you're that caliber and you haven't been signed yet, I don't know. It always ends
Those
up being
typically
weird.
drag out for a bit. Yeah, we'll get to
Because
it.
you're like, I'm worth this money. And
Mm-hmm.
anyways, but
He's not gonna budge for a while.
and he shouldn't. Fuck it.
No, of course not. Not at this point in his career.
But yeah, and I can't wait to get on what we've been on. Been good. Been.
Wonder if
been
there's a
eating
game
good.
maybe come out recently
Been
you've been
eating
playing.
good. Been a minute since I've been this hyped for a game. It's been a minute. I'll talk about. I'm gonna say this a couple times, but it's been a minute since I've had a game where I'm at work like, fuck, I need to get home and play. And now there's one out, which is sick. But yeah, so we'll get into all of that. But before we do, we gotta check in with the co-host with the waviest little hair down there, Mr. Avillion Talks.
Whoa, down there.
Jacob, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. Love the shirt, by the way. Big
Thanks,
fan of the shirt. Very nice shirt.
Thank you.
Doing well. Going to a concert tomorrow. I'm gonna see Machine Girl. I took Thursday off of work because I want to just go home from the concert and then just hang out and then go to bed and wake up at my own. I don't want to fucking go to work after. I've done it before. It's doable. I just don't wanna. I'm not gonna. So
I don't wanna.
uh, so that's how that's gonna be. Um, Titans had a very active day yesterday. We'll get into that, but it made me very happy. Put me in a very good mood for the most part. We'll talk about what I liked, what I loved, and maybe what I was a little iffy about. Um, Went clubbing this past weekend. It was very nice. Um, was good to talk to these two fine ladies at the club with a friend of mine. I said, "Yeah, let's go run the 2-man." He said, "No, I'm good." I said,
Good off that.
"Okay." Like
And I
2 minutes
pressured
later, 2 minutes later, they started kissing. I said, "You know what? Great big read. Great call.
Huge read.
Great call to decline that one because, that was the proper decision." So, had a great time though. Dance, did some drinking, got some Mac and Dons afterwards. Got home at like damn near 5 in the morning, Saturday morning. But it's just how it goes. We typically close it down when we're there. We left like half an hour before, like 20 minutes before. Club closes at 3. We left at like 2:40. Watched some Ninjago at my friend's place when we got there. And I got home at like almost 5 o'clock.
God
But
damn.
it's the nature of the beast. I had a great Friday night, great Saturday morning. Oh, the cover at that club has been $10 for a long time. It's $15 now. I found out the hard way because I only had $14 in my wallet in cash, and the lady behind me gave me $1, so that was very nice of her. But yeah, I gotta know that for the future. The cover is now $15 at the club, not 10. But
We know
that
who to
does
blame.
it for me. Oh, that team that just got eliminated from WBC. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I think that's it for me. Brayden, would you like to tell the fine folks at home how you're doing?
I'm doing all right. I've been chilling. Let's see. I am okay. You know what? I'll start with this. I've been having a hard time in the lock. The lock has not been kind to you, boy. And afterwards, for Pokemon on Pokemon Day, I went out to there was like this boba shop / card shop that had like an event, and if you bought some stuff from there, you got to be entered into a raffle. And I won something. I won like a little Ascended Heroes 10, so I picked it up this last weekend because they didn't do the raffle day of, but I picked it up, and I opened up the packs in it, and I get a fucking full art Psyduck right after losing my Psyduck in the lock.
Right. But
it is a nice card. But
it's a really nice card.
And then I think the next stream I did pull this full art Ludicolo. So we're rolling right now, but in card pools, but not in the lock. I've lost 5 Pokemon.
I was gonna ask how many you lost to Mars.
None. I didn't lose any to Mars.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't lose any to Mars. It was shout out to Buizel with Rock Smash. And it was a all right. One turn I hit. One turn I used a Super Potion. So if this was a hardcore Nuzlocke, maybe I would have died. Who knows? But it's not a hardcore Nuzlocke. But yeah. So I did not lose any to Mars. Yeah, buddy. Because I'm like that.
Very nice.
Just panicked. Fucking Super Potion. Hit it. Super Potion. Now hit it. Super Potion. But yeah. So yeah, that's been going on. And then speaking of my TikTok is now starting to do okay. It's I'm up to 2K followers. I've grown a lot in the past like 2 weeks. From like probably 100 something followers to 2K followers because that one series I've been doing, it's been posted one a day of going through each gen, 6 random Pokemon, picking a stat, trying to get 600 total base stat points, and then moving on to the next gen. That series has done really well. Like the first one, the Gen 1 one, has over like 500,000 views, like 50,000 likes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're going up, and the comments have been cool. Most of them. Some people, actually, let me rant about this because people got so anal about this. It's categorized by generations,
right?
And they include the megas of Pokemon from that generation in that generation. Like Gen 1 had the megas for Generation 1 Pokemon.
Interesting.
And some people were like really annoyed by that. They were like, "That's not a Gen 1 Pokemon," and I'm like, "That's just where they put it. Who gives a fuck?" People gave a big fuck. Some people. It's minority people, but really vocal. And I was like, guys, Gen 6 would be oversat. Like it would be loaded with megas. Yeah. It makes sense to spread it around. And actually, once I made that point, everyone shut the fuck up about the megas. I was like, guys, this would be like Gen 6 would be so boring if there was that high of a chance for megas. But yeah, that was annoying. And then.
It was very cute.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's about it. Since we're talking about Pokemon, let's get into it. Pokemon Presents. I got a bingo. I think what the last click of the bingo, I forgot what it was exactly, but I think it was a little, I was being a little liberal with that click, with that check mark on the bingo, but I did give myself a bingo.
Oh, I think it was region reveal.
Yeah, I was like, did they show enough?
Region/map reveal. It's like they definitely didn't show a map, but they did show a lot of the regions. So you were.
That's why I was like, fuck it, they showed enough. I'm clicking this.
Yeah, if it's to give you the bingo, I get it.
Yeah.
Can't
genuinely, if it didn't give me a bingo, I probably wouldn't have clicked it.
Right.
But it gave me a bingo, so I clicked it. But yeah, really the only thing to talk about is because they showed. Well, the big thing actually, there's a couple big things that I'm very interested in. April 2nd, I forget the exact time, but that's when you can start to, that's when the interest list for Worlds goes up. You can sign up, and then if more people sign up than they have tickets available, then they'll do like a lottery thing to get tickets. And anybody watching this, if you don't know if you can go or not, just sign up, and then see if you get picked and... because it runs for a while. Like it's April 2nd to the 22nd. Like it is a pretty big window, and then I don't know when they actually announce. When they actually pick. So, if you're interested but you don't know, fuck it, just sign up. And if not, and I didn't get picked but you got picked and you can't go, let me know. Because I desperately want to go again. I had so much fun last year. Definitely gonna do whatever I can to try to get this guy to go with. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get this guy to go with.
It's gonna be tight. But
we gonna be tight.
I've got like 4 promised vacations.
Oh,
People this year. It's like I gotta go. Like my friend wants me to go to New York at some point, so we can go to a Mets game together. A friend wants me to go to the Pacific Northwest with him this year. Obviously I need to come to Texas. It's a guarantee for sure. I gotta come to Texas at some point this year.
yeah.
No question about it.
That one's the easiest for you, just because it's like just ticket, really.
Yeah. Room and board. I know I'm good
Yeah.
regardless of who I stay with. Although I know it'd probably be you because you got the whole extra room and shit.
Be.
In general, I got.
That room is dead
options.
empty. Either I'd get you an air mattress, like that's probably what I would probably just get you an air mattress. Yeah, there's dead ass nothing in that room. Either ideally somebody starts living in there and you know can alleviate some financial problems, but if not, I'm just gonna start buying more shelves because I've run out of shelf space. I've ran out of fucking shelf space. Like there's actually dead ass. You can actually kind of see some already poking out. I just got shit on the floor right here, right now.
Yeah, I see it.
So yeah, either that's about to become another display room, or hopefully someone else's fucking room, and they chip in a little, which would be nice. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, okay, so yeah, Worlds. There's that. Is that what it's called? What was it called?
Champions.
Yeah, that's the VG, like what's gonna be a VGC now.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. Yeah, that's gonna come out in April. Which this confused me. They're like announced it in April. It didn't say the day. It's next month. Like, how do you not know the day? Like, how are you not announcing the day?
It's gonna be like 2 weeks prior, and they're gonna be like, it's gonna be the 10th. It's like, what? Are
we gonna be on edge all month, and then they'll drop it at some point? I don't know.
That shit's dropping April 31st.
Yeah, maybe. But damn, tell me that. Like you should know by now.
There ain't no maybe. There's no such thing as April 31st. That was.
No, I didn't. I don't know the 30s, 31s off the top of my
30
head.
30 is September, April, June, and November.
Not absorbed.
You never played Arkham City?
Nah. Wait.
Because Calendar Man.
Yeah, no, I played a little bit.
You got Calendar Man sitting in the basement of the courthouse, and he just spams the same voice line. Every time you go to the courthouse, you just hear 30 days has September, April, June, and November. And it's like it's drilled in here now. So thank you, Calendar Man. I always know which days or which months have which days in it. So
yeah. So there's that. They showed the final Pocopia trailer, which we'll get into. And and then the big thing, the thing that is the only thing this presents needed. If this presents was just this last thing, I would have said, you know what, good presents.
Good presents.
Unless you're a Gen 1er and you want 45 music cartridges.
I mean, it's cool. I like the novelty of it. Yeah.
I was told that if you at the Nintendo store, like in New York, that when they announced it there, you could buy it at the store immediately. In that moment, in that hype, I might have been swept up into buying it. Like that vibe, I could see in that vibe, I could get swept up. Yeah. But yeah, I think that part of that's a little lost on me because one song each one like changed. I know there's some pictures on them too, but I'm like, first of all, storage. Where am I putting 45? That's a lot. But anyways, kind of cool. I mean, I'm not trying to overhate on it, but kind of cool. But all right, yeah, big thing. Winds and Waves. We knew the name. They didn't change it because they got mad that leakers got to it already. Winds and Waves, probably because it's fucking sewn into the DNA of the game.
Say too late in development too. At that point, to be like, well, we gotta like.
Companies
let's
do
start over.
No. That's how you wind up with. I forgot which show it was that was changing their ending because people kept guessing it.
That's ridiculous.
I think it was like Pretty Little Liars or something, or some kind of show in that vein. They were like, "Fuck, these online forums keep guessing what's gonna happen. We're changing it now." But anyways, yeah, Winds and Waves. We see the region, we see how the game looks, and we see the starters. First, the game, how it looks. How do you feel about the visuals of the game?
It looks good.
It
Like
does.
it looks good.
Does.
It looks pretty. Obviously, we'll see what it looks like. As it gets closer to game time, how much they can actually make the whole game look like that.
I'm telling
But
you,
I'm
it's gonna look
optimistic.
like that
I'm optimistic.
because
Absolutely.
that is the game engine. Like it says on the bottom, not representative of actual game footage, just because like the way the camera is, like that's not how it plays
Right.
in game. But that is, and like someone pointed this out that like Pokemon has a history of not hiding anything. Like you watch the reveal trailers for other games, you're like, yeah, you could see the lag, you could see things loading in on the back. Like they do not really hide things. I think it's gonna look like that, maybe better.
Okay. It looks pretty. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
the water,
I'm
oh,
pretty optimistic. This
dude,
is definitely the best looking water we've ever had.
without dude,
Water in Pokemon is usually it's so flat. It's so like it's just kind of it's like monotone. It's whatever. This water looks great.
I saw a comment someone saying like it looks just like Gen 9. And then I saw a side by side photo of Gen 9 in that reveal trailer and I was like, dead ass dude,
Bro.
I'm not trying to be rude. Dead ass you're retarded. And I mean that medically. Like there's no way like that's insane. It's
Something's misfiring up
yeah.
here if you're looking at Scarlet and Violet and Winds and Waves and you're like, it's the same. It looks the same.
Yeah.
No,
It
no
looks
shot.
so good. And the thing is, like I've also seen some dumb comments from people. Like I saw they were showing off the Switch the new Resident Evil game on Switch 2 and how it looked. And one of the comments was like, why can't Game Freak do that? Why can't Pokemon look like this? I was like, if Pokemon looked that style, that would be fucking terrible. Like it needs the art the cartoonish style it has. Like I do not want photorealistic Pokemon games. That's dumb.
No. No, if anything, I want less photorealism input. Like I would prefer a little more silly, a little more stylized
Absolutely.
art for and honestly, that's a great way to cover up graphical limitations is to stylize your game in a particular look.
Yeah.
More so than I think like a fair criticism of Scarlet and Violet is it's not very stylized, and I do think this trailer does. Not only does it just look better, it's made for a more powerful console, of course, but I do think it's more stylized a bit. I think there's a bit more of a theme going on in terms of the region design. I
Yeah.
feel like Paldea really was just kind of let's throw some shit together and let's call it a Pokemon region, which for the open world aspect of the game, I guess. But I don't know. I'm very excited for the way this game's gonna look.
Yeah.
Very excited for this starter trio. I definitely.
I don't
Initially, I was I wasn't quite sure. It wasn't like if love at first sight with well, it was for Gekwa,
Yeah, I
not
was
for the other
same
two
here.
necessarily. But the more time I spend looking at them, the more I like. Okay, I got faith that this is
Yeah.
one. I like them more as just as they are, but I also
Mhm.
like. I feel very strongly that Pombon is not going to go on 2 legs. If it does, I'm gonna be very upset. But I feel very strongly that Pombon's going to stay on 4 legs. Um, Gekwa is TBD. Obviously, Brout's already on 2 legs, and it's a bird. Like, bird's not going to be quadrupedal. It's a fucking bird. We'll have to see. I just don't want it to look too much like Decidueye, because that's obviously the comps it's been getting.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
No, not necessarily. I just hopefully the middle stages tell us, lead us to get an idea.
I
of,
hope
of
they
what
do a
it's
little
gonna look
fake
like.
out with Pom Bomb, like it's artwork, like it's like coming off the legs a little bit in its second stage artwork, but it stays on 4 in the final. A little fake out. I want a little fake out would be kind of funny, but yeah, I had this. I started the same with you when I saw them. When I really first saw them, there was like a wave of like, whoa, new. I don't know how I feel. And as that first watch of the trailer,
That
I'm like,
cough was legendary.
oh yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but by the time that first watch of the trailer, I was like, Gekwa
Mhm.
is my fucking guy.
Yeah.
And then the second watch, like, because I was watching it back on stream, the second watch through, I was like, okay, Pom Bomb's growing on me pretty fast, and I was like, oh, it's kind of close. And Brout, I went from being like, to like, okay, that's fine. And then the memes, the fucking propaganda,
The Brout propaganda.
the
is
ungodly
insane.
number of Brout photos I have saved on my phone.
Don't even joke, lad.
Dude, don't even joke, lad. Because I
Don't even
posted a
joke,
video
lad.
saying I didn't know who I was going to pick. I was torn between all 3. And the comment section on TikTok, because you can post photos, was Brout photo after Brout photo, all of them
Of
fucking
course it is.
different.
It's Brout propaganda is taking over the world.
It is,
Which
yeah.
cool, good for Brout. Like good for Brout because that was the one that got probably the most negative reception upon. Maybe it was Pomban. I don't know. People were kind of up and down on all of them.
I think it was
I feel
Brout.
like
For gut reaction, I think it was Brout.
yeah.
Because at least I would say if some people were not as high on Pom Bomb, there was at least enough people who were high on Pom Bomb, like where they had Pomeranians or they just thought he was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was at least enough love there to counteract it. Like Brout was just like
People have made some really nice Pomban art as well. Gekwa is the one with the least amount of like.
I only have like one
with it in total.
good Gekwa photo. They're like it's like them in
Granted,
they
Gekwa
got like
didn't need
headphones
it.
on. Great
Gekwa
point.
didn't need it.
Great
Gekwa
point.
didn't need none of that nonsense. You know, Pomban needed the cute Pomeranian photos propaganda. Brout
or people
needed
just
the
posting their
Angry
their
Bird
Pomeranians.
propaganda. Gekwa didn't need none of that.
People posting their dead Pomeranians, like I get to play with you again. It's like whoa.
Really cool for the Pokemon company to post a bunch of artwork, like tagging all the artists. Like 4 hours after the trailer, they had like people were like right on that, and they were like, "Oh, this is cool. Let's post this." Really nice of them. Honestly.
Whoever's running their socials, it feels like they've gotten new freedom recently.
Yeah, they're posting in a manner of which they've never posted before. Like they posted a picture of the truck in fire red.
Yeah.
Something about like wishing you a happy like HMO3 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Something like that. Or
they posted the Twitch Plays Pokemon team being like rate my team.
Yeah.
There's been some other stuff from them. They've also been posting like how to co-stream different like presents and stuff like that, or how to stream the game properly. So they're like, hey, feel free to show off the stuff, stream along, do whatever. A little bit more fan base friendly, which is cool.
Yeah, it's nice to see that.
Yeah, but I'm very torn on the starters. I think it's a 3 for like base form right now because that's all we have. Obviously, 3 for 3. I genuinely think, which is good because in the stream our platinum streams beforehand, I was saying like, yo, don't worry guys, they're going 3 for 3 tomorrow, and I think they did.
I think so. Up to this point, yeah.
I was saying it's so close to me right now. It might come down to what other new Pokemon get introduced in Gen 10.
Absolutely.
Because I always, like a lot of people, and I think you're the same way. When a new game comes out, I'm just trying to play with new Pokemon.
Yeah, I every single time without failure, I'm using the team of 6.
So it's gonna come down to what new grass type gets introduced, fire type introduced, water type introduced.
If there's a new evolution, I'm using it for sure. Like, which is still a new Pokemon. It's just an evolution of an old Pokemon. But like, generally, if I have the opportunity, I'm using brand spanking new. Yeah. But if not, I'll use like a convergent evolution that we're getting for the first time, or like I've never used it, but like Annihilate, for instance, like that counts. That'll play because that's an evolved form of a Pokemon that's been around since Gen 1. It's kind of crazy that Primate of all Pokemon eventually got an evolution 9 or 8 generations later. I guess.
I'm gonna say it, dude. I think we get. I know I said this for ZA, but it makes even more sense for. It's coming out a year after, but the 10th generation.
I think it makes more sense this time around.
Yeah,
I really do.
And apparently there was one planned for Sun and Moon that a flying type. I don't know where exactly I heard this from, but I've been
hearing flying type evolution propaganda for years. There's got to be some smoke, or there's got to be some fire to that smoke.
The one of the things though was that they didn't use it because it looked too similar to a fan design. I don't know how much I buy into that reasoning.
That's the same thing they said about Mega Flygon. Like, who cares?
Especially because
pay them a couple $100 if you want. Like,
well, that one's even tough because I'm like, I'm sorry, people didn't make fan art of all the other fucking Pokemon you made Mega Evolutions for. How similar was your design to theirs?
Every Flygon Mega you could have come up with was gonna look like somebody's fan art because there was so much fan art for Mega Flygon. Yeah. Like, it's fine. It is what it is. Like, nobody can say, oh, they stole my fucking, because look at all the other Mega Flygons. There's a billion Mega Flygon designs out there. Yeah. So unless it's like word for word, bar for bar, that's just your design.
It would have to be dead ass 1 for 1.
Yeah. Or with like here's a freckle here that yours didn't have.
Because it's like what did your evolution? Did it have wings? They all have a similar enough vibe.
Like,
Was it a
Yeah.
light blue to represent the sky? Like, yeah, I bet it fucking was.
Like a slightly lighter shade than Vaporeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet so. Or maybe it was even like a lighter like
Was it a cloud white?
I'm wondering, yeah, or like maybe like fuck, I don't know, like not cream, but like just slightly not white, like not even an off white, like a
Hmm.
little bit
I would
closer
think,
to cream than off white,
in
but like
my
with
mind,
some
that's the
blue
normal
accents.
evolution.
Yeah, but with some light blue accents or something though to like represent like kind of like a slightly darker darker like a Togekiss kind of deal going on. I don't know. But yeah, like there's some kind of like I said, cloud white that'll play, especially with some blue on it somewhere. But just so it doesn't look too much like Vaporeon. But we'll see. We'll see if we get one at all. I really
Yeah.
hope we do. Really
That
excited for
that
that.
there's a cloud that's floating around in the trailer that have drawn people's attention. To me, it just looked like a Gyarados type cloud.
Kind of, but I could see it being like a serpent kind of legendary. I don't
Yeah.
know much about um this game is Indonesia, right?
Indonesia, yeah.
I don't know I don't know like Indonesian specific like
Mythology.
mythology or um things of that nature, but there's plenty of sea serpent mythologies out there. Like
Uh,
it's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't know. I can do some research on that. Not talk out of my ass like I am right now. Um
yeah.
but
We'll see. Maybe
we'll see.
maybe regional Gyarados.
I'll take that.
Um,
I'll take that.
Going underwater, that also looked really good, and we'll see. In the way Pokemon is now, as they've kind of strayed away from random encounters, exploring the water might actually be fun now. I did
I think
not
so.
like swimming around in Hoenn.
No, I don't think very many people do.
I did not like swimming
Um,
around in that one area you do it in Johto. That was my least favorite part of that whole fucking game. Yeah. So, but hey, now, and especially because it looks good, 5 years. That's the biggest thing. It comes out in 2027. That actually low key could be the biggest part of that entire announcement was the year. Not at the end of this year. We're gonna get it
mhm.
next year. That's gonna be around 5 years of development. Every other gen, it's 3 years in between.
Yeah.
Gen 9, the least like gen, is going to be the longest one to last, but for a good fucking reason, because it means the
Just 'cause
next
they're
one
gonna get
is
it right.
that much more baked.
Bring back Mantine surfing.
We'll
Bring
see.
back Mantine surfing.
I
I would
think
love to
it's
see, or like a similar mechanic. I thought Mantine surfing was fun.
yeah.
I would like something similar.
I
to
know they have
this.
that board that's like supposed to be how you do stuff, but come on, you gotta let me fucking ride on the back of a couple Pokemon.
Oh yeah, give me a fucking Mantine, bro. What are we doing here?
Throw it back to the fucking OG, man. Let me ride a Lapras around.
It'd be hard to surf on a Lapras. It's probably not as like agile as like a Mantine is. But fuck it, yeah, I'll ride on a Lapras.
Lapras are the fucking like commercial
Yeah.
how you get like more I don't know, just a more controlled one way,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just fucking like Lapras is your fucking car, and then like you're on the fucking skateboard with the little Mantine.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hi, kitty.
Early vibes, I'm feeling wins. Early vibes.
Yeah, I'm wins as well.
Big differences on the way to be announced, like box art legendary and region exclusive or version exclusives. But we'll see. Wins, early vibes. I'm excited though. So excited.
Very much so.
Are
Yeah,
we
but,
thinking? Are we thinking spring, summer, or are we thinking holiday, like normal Pokemon game release
I'm
time?
thinking if it's coming out all the way in 2026, I'm thinking the early 26. I'm thinking spring.
You think it's spring? That's what I thought initially. I think because I do think
Summer's possible for vibes' sake.
I
but
like
like if the game's done, the game's done. I want to play the game.
right. I like a summer
Um,
release, but I don't know. I mean, if it's end of the year like it normally is, that it is a true full 5 years, and they're actually using the time, obviously.
mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm down for whenever, honestly. If it's especially because I personally have a lot of Pokemon content to still play through that I haven't played through before. I've got enough to work, and Pokopia might last me that long.
Yeah.
It might. That game is huge. I've barely looked around. Like I'm only like 3 hours in, I think.
Okay.
But hey, me and my boy just got a crib though. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, Pokopia will last long. I think. Oh, I also forgot to say. I don't think I showed off the new tat on the pod.
No,
last
you
time.
haven't seen it.
So we got a little otter. The glare is gonna block. Wants to block the whole thing. At the end of April, I'm gonna be adding like a scene around him. But yeah, little otter. Almost fully healed.
Me likey.
All right, now I think we're done with Pokemon. Unless you have anything else to add.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we can do the football stuff.
NFL free agency has been kicked off and been going on. Some teams have been making moves. Trades have been made. Players have been signed. Let's see. What have the Titans been doing? Ooh. All right, give me your favorite deal y'all have done. Give me your least favorite. Give me a sleeper.
For Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite, no question about it, is John Franklin Myers. I actually had this sourced back in like I hate when like reporters do this, but like now that I have an inside man, like okay, this is actually kind of fun. I did have this sourced in like mid to late February. This was probably going to happen. It was also like it made sense. It's a staff connection. You've got Robert Saleh, you've got Aaron Whitecott, and you've got Jermaine Johnson there now too, who's recruiting him heavily. So yeah, I definitely saw this one coming, figured it was going to happen, and it did. Was very excited. I was actually talking with my Jets fan coworker when it got announced, and I even mentioned I was like, I haven't seen the JFM news yet. I imagine it's coming today. And then I checked my phone and found out it was tweeted 4 minutes before I said that. So that was nice. But by far, my favorite is John. What's with my focus right now? You see this?
I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah, by far, John Franklin Myers is my favorite signing. The least favorite up to this point, I'm just not a Wan'Dale Robinson guy, especially seeing Romeo Doubs got the exact same contract. The only difference is $2 million worth of incentives because the base salary for both is 4 years, $70 million. Wan'Dale has a annual $2 million incentive, and I think Doubs has an annual $2.5 million incentive because the maximum for Wan'Dale is 78, and the maximum for Doubs is 80. So if the difference between signing Wan'Dale Robinson and signing Romeo Doubs was a like potential $2 million over the course of the whole contract difference, I'm taking Romeo Doubs pretty handily. It's just my flavor of receiver. I think his skill set is harder to find. I think also like Green Bay's rotation was so heavy at wide receiver that like he just wasn't getting the rock as often as he would.
He's
most
a more
other places.
reasonable like in a new environment. He could
yeah, like he especially with Drake May throwing the ball like that is 1,000-yard easily first 1,000-yard season of his career as long as he's healthy.
Right.
Like Wan'Dale doesn't stink. Like it's not like does it unequivocally make my football team better? Yes. Was that money gonna go to anybody in house? No. So like, is it a problem? No. Wan'Dale's gonna be on the field. He's gonna make plays. He's gonna be really effective in the short intermediate areas. Jesus Christ,
we're losing.
Which is a skill set that you need. So it's something. And like overpay, like yeah, we gave John Franklin Myers like $21 million a year. That's a lot of money. We gave Alontae Taylor $19.3 million a year. Like it's a lot of money. Where was that money going to go otherwise? Like we've got 2 players on the team, maybe worth extending soon. Jeffrey Simmons and maybe like honestly extending Jeffrey Simmons would actually clear some cap. I wouldn't mind if they got that done right now. And then Peter Skoronski is going to be due for an extension here pretty soon. So like if they want to get that done early, that's fine with me too. Reward him for playing some good football. That's totally fine. In fact, like so as of right now, with how much they spent, they gave out $270 million worth of contracts yesterday. They have not signed anybody yet today. They gave out shit ton of money.
Yeah, we're busy.
Yeah. Signed 9 players. That was good. So they're about 30 million in cap right now, but they could easily get back up to 50 on March 16th. They're going to cut Snead, and they might cut Ridley too. I think they will. I don't think that's set in stone. L'Jarius Snead for sure. We just signed 3 corners. We're not keeping L'Jarius Snead on the roster. He's getting cut pretty handily. That's no question about that. Cody Barton's even possible. Dre Greenlaw just got released yesterday. I think very likely we will be in the running for that. I think he's going to be interested. We definitely could use him, and there's a staff connection. It seems like a reasonable expectation that it could happen. Haven't heard anything like sourced on that. It just makes sense. But as far as the sleeper signing goes, we signed a couple back. Like Trubisky's obviously not seeing the field unless Cam gets hurt.
Wow.
Joshua Williams is a special teamer who's not seeing the field unless Cordell Flott or Lante Taylor gets hurt. I don't know if Austin Schlottman's going to win the center job because I think it's going to be him and Jackson Slater duking it out. So Schlottman's a possible sleeper in the case that he wins the job. He played pretty well for the Giants at center last year. It's a 2-year, $9 million deal for Schlottman, I believe. So could see him start at center. I don't mind the Cordell Volson signing, $4.5 million, something like that. I think it was for a guard who started 48 games.
Signing a 1-year, $2.5 million deal, maximum value of 4.215
for Volson.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, $2.5 million minimum for a guy who has started 48 games in his career. Now, granted, on one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and he's part of that, but still an experienced backup guard. You'll take that. I would say I think it might be Cordell Flott. I think, especially reading that report where it was it was almost as done of a deal as it gets that Cordell Flott was going to sign with the Giants, was going to come back with them. And then I guess Saleh was on the phone with him, and Saleh was giving him a detailed breakdown of exactly how he planned on using him. And that the idea of that was so attractive to Flott that he decided to sign with Tennessee instead. So if they've got a plan for him that they really like and that Flott really likes, Flott played really well last year. Definitely the best year of his career, which is good for him in a contract year. Just got him paid $45 million. I'm going to go with Cordell Flott. I think is the hard to say sleeper because he's making $15 million a year. The expectation should be that he's a good corner, but I think he'll be better than Alontae Taylor, who just got paid $58 million.
I was going to say, when you pay a guy the same position for more,
it's the expectation is because you value him more. But I think Flott will be a better corner than. And I love Alontae Taylor. That's a University of Tennessee alum. He's got inside-outside flexibility. Happy he's home. I'm happy he's where he should be. It's a lot of money, but again, it wasn't going anywhere else. And corner was such a huge gaping need. The starting corners were all right, bro. The starting corners were Marcus Harris and Micah Robinson, a 6th-round draft pick from this year, and an undrafted free agent from this year. So yeah, we needed some help. So Marcus Harris, I do still think, is the nickel for this team going forward. Really, they could play anybody at nickel. They could play Taylor at nickel. Granted, they paid him $58 million. They might not. They could play Flott at nickel. They could play Harris at nickel. They could play Kevin Winston at nickel. I really don't care. They got 4 guys who can do it. They'll figure it out. They'll find the combination that works for them. They might even rotate the nickel a little bit. I doubt it. I think they're gonna have a guy that they see as the starter. But yeah, you might see a couple of guys play that spot from time to time. Really like the Trubisky signing. I totally forgot he did have 1 year with Dable in Buffalo. Dable's last year in Buffalo was Trubisky's first year in Buffalo because the year after Trubisky went to Pittsburgh and then went back to Buffalo for the next 4 years, whatever it was. So, or 3 years, I think. So 2-year deal for Trubisky, and I think it's $10.5 million. Paying him $5.25 annually. That's really good for a really good backup quarterback. You're not paying him I saw people thinking he was going to go for 2 years, $14 million. You get him for $10.5. That's really good. I'll take that.
The money on that one.
it was weird. It didn't get reported like very
Yeah.
quickly.
Like NFL.com doesn't have it. Spotrac doesn't have it.
Apparently, the Eagles were initially heavy on Alontae Taylor, who signed with the Titans. They shifted their focus to Reek Woolen. That's another thing, actually. This just reminded me of something. Yes, it's a lot of money. Firstly, the cap space is fake. Cap space is fake. Everybody knows this. Everybody acknowledges this. The Titans just did this 2 years ago. Titans just went on a spending spree 2 years ago. It failed miserably, and they're already in position to have the most cap space in the league and try it again 2 years later. Like, these contracts are always very easy to move off of. Like, Wan'Dale Robinson's only got $38 million guaranteed. That's basically a 2-year deal with a club option. Most of these 4-year contracts you see in free agency, those are 2-year deals, and they can cut you for almost nothing if they want to after the fact. Like the Mike Evans contract, like if he hits his incentives, it's 3 years for like 60 something. Only 16 million guaranteed. That's a 1-year deal for Mike Evans in San Francisco. Like, that's a 1-year deal with a club option for a year. Like, I think Tampa offered him more too, and he just really didn't want to be with Todd Bowles.
Damn.
Like, from what I heard, it was Tampa tried very aggressively to keep him, but Evans did not want to stick around for what is frankly a sinking ship over there. Like,
yeah,
they really should have just pulled the plug this year. If they had pulled the plug this year, Mike Evans probably retires a Buccaneer. It's possible, at least. I don't know about maybe he wouldn't have wanted to stick around for a first-year head coach, but I don't know. It's at least possible he would have stuck around if Bowles had been fired. But I will say what I like better about the free agency approach for Tennessee this year, as opposed to the Rand Carthon spray and pray approach 2 years ago, is that there's a clear and obvious plan, and it's let's bring Brian Dable and Robert Sala's guys in the building because they know what's expected of them. They know the scheme. They can help install the culture. Whereas, 2 years ago, it was let's try to bring back Azeez Al-Shire. Oh, he went to Houston? Okay, let's see what else. Oh, we can sign Calvin Ridley. Let's go sign Calvin Ridley. There was no plan. It was just let's get names in the door. Versus clearly, like, there is one player, I think, in the entire free agency class so far that has no connection to anybody in the Titans front office, and that's Cordell Volson, because I think Dave Ziegler was on the Saints staff when they drafted Alontae Taylor. Obviously, Mike Borgonzi was in Kansas City when Joshua Williams got there. And then everybody else is, I think, either a Saleh or Dable connection. So it just makes sense. It just makes way too much sense. I like Daniel Bellinger. A lot of people thought the money was a lot, $8 million a year for Daniel Bellinger. The tight end market, like Isaiah Likely is the third highest paid tight end in the NFL right now after what he got yesterday. There was a rise in 12 and 13 personnel in the NFL this past season. You've got tight end twos on the field a lot more often. They're going to want to get paid more. They're playing more. They're putting their body on the line for the team more. They're going to want more money. It's just the nature of the beast. Frankly, they deserve it. If they're playing more meaningful football, they should be getting more money out of it. I think that's probably about it for the discussions for Tennessee's. I think I got every. I think I talked about every one of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Check. I'm gonna double check
Morgan
real
Cox,
quick. I think
Miss Morgan Cox.
we re-signed him.
That's included in this.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that extension done right before temporary period started. He was the one special teamer we thought we were bringing back. Because I'm pretty sure the plan was to let both Johnny Hecker and Luke Fortner signing with the Panthers 1 year, $475. So that's the Cade Mays replacement. Worse player than Cade Mays. You're downgrading, but they needed to fill the hole. It's fine. They upgraded in other ways. They got Devin Lloyd and Jalen Phillips. Like, they're fine. I talked about Trubisky, did Bellinger, Wan'Dale, JFM, Flott. Yeah. Okay, I talked about everybody. I do want to say, like, with Simmons and John Franklin Myers, I really don't know. I don't know what you do if you're an offensive coordinator. I don't know what the plan is, because that's the best interior pass rusher in the NFL, and then like the fourth or fifth best interior pass rusher in the NFL right next to him. Have fun. It makes life easier for your edge rushers, which right now are Jermaine Johnson, still like an extra year removed from the Achilles, but had the worst year of his career last year. And then Femi Oladejo, whose rookie season was cut short by a fractured leg, and he was raw coming out anyways as a pass rusher. So it's like two guys that definitely need some assistance. I would still expect them probably to sign an edge at some point, just to get another guy in the room. But definitely draft one too, no question about it. You have to draft one. But the way the board kind of fell for these free agents, especially at running back, like Arizona restructured James Conner and then signed Tyler Algier. New Orleans signed Travis Etienne. Kansas City signed Kenneth Walker. I think Jeremiah Love's a Titan. I really do, because if Arizona was taking Jeremiah Love, they weren't signing Tyler Algier, and there was, I think, I forget who the report was by this morning, but it was a tweet basically saying, like, NFL teams are going to take Jeremiah Love on a rookie deal over Travis Etienne or Kenneth Walker on the contracts that they got. It's no disrespect to them. It's just economics. I think those teams know that Jeremiah Love is not making it to pick number 7 or pick number 9, was basically what the tweet was. If that's the case, I don't really know who else is taking him other than us. The Giants, maybe.
Or he has a surprise fall.
I highly doubt it. This is a really bad draft class, and he's a really good football player. This is like the year you'd see a running back go unreasonably high, and I do think it'll be the Tennessee at 4. Like, I think it just makes sense.
I would have guessed you guys are the betting odds.
We are, for sure. It's been that way since the combine, and it's probably only stronger now at this point. We'll know closer to draft day for sure what the pick is. I still don't know what the Jets or the Cardinals do at 2 or 3, but that's neither here nor there. Tyler Linderbaum completely reset the center market.
Yeah.
And reset the IOL market in general. He's more money than any guard or center, but shattered the center. Like Creed Humphrey, I think, was at $18 million a year. Tyler Linderbaum has $27 million a year fully guaranteed. And I hope this starts a trend of centers making more money, because centers should be making more money than guards. It's a little ridiculous that guards are getting paid more than center. I do not think guard is more valuable than center. I hope this starts a trend of center being paid more, being treated as the premium position that it is.
I'm so glad he went where he went.
I do too, because he's gonna be like, Mendoza can set protections, but he won't have to, because he has an experienced, one of the best centers in the league in front of him now. Like, huge for a rookie quarterback to have a great center. So big. Yeah, I'm glad he went to the Raiders.
He gets to elevate both of their back-to-back first-round picks across the 2 years.
Yeah, it'll be great for Genti as well, and it'll be great for Mendoza to have him around. I think it's huge.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'm so glad he went there. I'm really glad the Raiders were like, hey, let's really invest in the offensive line.
Let's throw an unreasonably large amount of money at Linderbaum.
Fuck it. With what's coming in, reasonable.
Yeah, totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. If you have the money, spend it. Like, I'll never understand this idea that, like, bad teams should not try to spend money to improve their roster if they have the cap space. No, you have, like, it's different if you have, like, a bunch of players on your team all due for an extension, but generally only good teams have that problem. Bad teams don't have that problem.
Yeah.
And, like, everybody should want to draft and develop and retain, and, like, maybe let some guys walk, get your comp picks in. That is a symptom of success, not a cause of it. You have to win some games before you can start. Like, if you just try to build through the draft, it's going to take you too long. Like, GMs don't have those kind of leashes anymore. Like, you've got a 2-year leash in the NFL. If you don't produce something, you're fired.
Yeah.
You can't go 2 years in the NFL without spending money as a GM. Titans didn't really spend a whole lot last year for reasons that they wanted to get some of the other contracts off the books. They had just spent big the previous offseason. The quiet free agency approach made sense last year. Big free agency approach made sense this year, and they've spent very responsibly so far. I do feel it's a lot of money, but it's responsible money. Raiders, I don't think the Raiders are spending too irresponsibly. They've gotten linebacker help, gotten pass rusher help,
Naylor, I
Um,
really like them picking him up.
Naylor, I like Naylor a lot for Vegas. I think it's a very
Same.
underrated sign. One of the more underrated signings, I think,
Completely agree.
of the offseason so far. Do like that one a lot. They brought back Eric Stokes. I think 3 years, 30 million for him. It's
Yep.
fine value. Um, yeah, I think
Quiddy Pay.
definitely bit of an overpay, but you're gonna have to. It's a pass rusher. Like Odafe Owe got $25 million a year, and he's not gonna have Jesse Minter next year. So like, I don't know about that one, but um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But Quiddy Pay for 16, yeah, it's a lot of money, but I mean, if he plays well enough, you're not gonna care. Boye Mafe, 3 years, 60 million to the Bengals. Definitely helps them out. They've still got Miles Murphy's played pretty well. Shamar Stewart, there were flashes. So like those three is your top edge rushers. I think you like that a lot. They've got a lot of other problems, but especially linebacker. Good lord, they have the worst linebacker room in the NFL. But we'll see. We'll see what they can do to address that. Hendrickson is still available, and I imagine he'll be available for a while because he wants closer to 40. I think NFL teams want to pay him closer to 30. Understandably so. He's not really a run defender, and he's, I think, 31 years old at this point. So, maybe?
Yes, he is 31.
Okay, yeah. So, wrong side of 30, not a run defender. And, you don't necessarily know how much you can expect that pass rush production out of him. I think I'm going to say 2 years, 70 million. I don't know where. I just think that's going to be the contract, and I think that'll happen in like June. But I'm going to say 2 years, 70 million is my prediction for Hendrickson. I don't think it'll be a long-term. I think 2-year deal makes the most sense. I think he wants some security. I don't think it'll be a 1-year deal, but I don't think it's going to be like maybe 3. It won't be 4. No chance.
What if it's a fake 4? Like the contract is set up to where it's a fake 4.
Onyx, get down, baby. Onyx, get down.
There
Jesus
we go.
Christ. Every time she jumps up here, her fucking tail hits the fucking headphone cable and my mic cuts out. Yeah, 2 years, 70 million is my prediction for Hendrick. I don't know where that's going to be still. Like, maybe, I don't know if Chicago still has that kind of money. They've spent a decent bit. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see, what else? What else happened?
How up to date is this?
Where did was it David Edwards, I think? The guard from Buffalo? I know he went somewhere else. I know he got paid. Good for him. Elton Jenkins just got paid today. I know that happened.
David Edwards, he went to New Orleans.
Good for him.
4 years, 61.
4 years, 61. Yeah, good for him. Good for him. That's great money for a guard. Let's see if there's any notifications. Nothing else. Yeah, it says the Commanders are still combing the pass rush market, so we'll see what else they do with in addition to Odafe Owe. People are talking about Caleb on Chason, which is interesting. He had a really good year last year.
He did, yes. Part of the greatest college football team of all time.
Teddy Bridgewater has re-signed with the Lions.
Okay, cool, fun.
Like I said. I think one of the funniest things to happen, actually probably the funniest thing to happen, is the Colts waiting for the legal tampering period to start to announce that they re-signed Alec Pierce. That's fucking hilarious. They could have gotten that done at like 11:30 and been like, hold your horses, like he's not hitting the market. No, he hit the market for 2 minutes and then he was back. 2.5. Like, yeah, really funny, honestly, and like good for them. I hate seeing him in the division still. I do not want him here. I would like him shipped off out of the conference so I don't have to see him. But I'm glad he got his bag. He deserves it. He does a lot, even when he's not getting the ball. Opens up a lot for his teammates. So, yeah, good for him. Michael Pittman to the Steelers makes sense. They were definitely not keeping both of those contracts. They couldn't really, and they save a lot of money, get rid of Pittman. So,
What was
see
it
the
for?
vision
What was the
there.
compensation?
It was like a pick swap of like a fifth and a sixth or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, it's very very minor compensation. Just basically a salary dump for Indy.
Yeah, late round pick
Um,
swap.
yeah.
And then he signed a new 3-year, $59 million deal.
Wow. Interesting. But I mean, good for him. Yeah. If he's healthy, he'll give you good football. Romeo Dubs today to New England. Oh, we already discussed that. Never mind. I'm
Yeah,
tripping.
yeah, yeah.
Juwan Jennings is still available. That could be a Commanders target. The Commanders have swung and missed on like 6 free agents, like big free agents. They wanted Dubs. They want Onyx. Get down! Goodness gracious, I love her, but she can't keep climbing up here. I think they were definitely on Linderbaum. They were the runner up for Linderbaum. There's a few others as well, but they like the whole day they've been or between today and yesterday going after quite a few guys, and they were like coming in second place for a lot of them. It's really unfortunate. I do think Juwan Jennings to the Commanders makes a ton of sense if that does happen. We'll see. We shall see. But who else? What was some of the Kate Otten back in Tampa?
Kendrick
10
Bourne
million a
went to the
year.
Cardinals. That's a fun
I did
receiving
see
core.
that. I did see that. Yeah, that's Roy Lopez also went to Arizona. Good for him. It's underrated.
Are they just running it with
defensive
Brissett
lineman.
next year? Or what are they doing?
Yeah, they signed Minshew, but it's already been said that Brissett will be the starter. Leo Chenal just signed with the Commanders 45 minutes ago, actually. So that 3 years, 24.75. The linebacker market right now is not very good. Like Devin Lloyd got the damn Jamie and Sherwood deal. Like linebacker market's in the toilet right now. That's odd.
Yeah,
Hopefully
45
that means
mil.
Dre. Hopefully that means Dre Greenlaw is cheap when Tennessee comes to get him. Yeah, Kobe Bryant to the Bears as well. Good for them. It's a good pickup. Let's see. Oh, Jordan Stout's the highest paid punter ever. Went to the Giants. Good for him.
Oh, okay.
Jason Sanders just signed with the Giants as well, so they got their kicker. There's been a lot of kicker and punter contracts given out these last couple of days.
Yeah,
I think we hit on
some of these I don't see the money of, but Nick Folk went to the Falcons. 2-year deal.
Shout out Nick Folk. Love Nick Folk.
Zane Gonzalez to the Dolphins, a 1-year deal.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Jason
Braden
Sanders,
Smith signed with Houston.
Huge.
Left Indy to sign with Houston. Interesting.
Huge.
Yeah,
Shout
they
out my
need
guy.
offensive line help. Yeah, they re-signed Ed Ingram for a lot of money, and Ed Ingram is not very good. So, interesting. We'll see how that works out for them. I'd imagine not very well, but I could be wrong. Been wrong before.
Yeah, you lied in the group chat earlier.
It's just not true. It's not true.
You lied.
I said leaning. I didn't definitively say. I did not definitively
You
say
said
I knew where he was
if
going.
he doesn't sign with the Commanders, chop my nuts off.
That is not what I said.
So,
yeah, in fact, my initial guess was Raiders, and I would have been correct had I stuck with my initial guess.
an if. Did I hear an if in there? I think I heard an if in there. If I'm not mistaken.
Justin Herbert. I'm the Justin Herbert of having insider information. If my source were to have shared with me, yeah, he said he knew where Linderbaum was going. He just wouldn't tell me where. And I'm like, is it the Raiders? He's like, I won't tell you. And I'm like, I think it's the Raiders. But I ended up leaning Commanders because of some other shit that he had said. That he made a DC Defenders joke, so I assumed that meant Commanders. That's my bad. Shout
out to the San Antonio Commanders. The fucking real Commanders.
I love the San Antonio. Shout out the San Antonio Commanders, dude. But yeah, I read too much into that. I should have stuck with my gut.
Fuck, dude. I miss Logan Woodside just slinging the rock in San Antonio.
Dude, Titans legend Logan Woodside, man. I fucking love Logan Woodside. I'm glad you also love Logan Woodside.
Of course, dude. He was my quarterback. Although San Antonio played 2 quarterbacks.
I forget who the other one was.
Yeah, I don't remember. Not
Oh,
fucking
Logan
Logan
Woodside was my
Woodside.
guy. That's all that matters. Logan
Yeah.
Woodside was my guy. Um, fuck. What was I saying? Oh yeah. My inside man. Look, I had reliable information on two
I don't
other
think you call it reliable
free
no more.
agents. No, I told you I had reliable information on two others, and I ended up being correct. Um, he also told me because he told me he said he knew where three guys were going. I haven't asked him about the third yet. I probably should at some point. Told me he knew where three guys were going. One of them was Linderbaum. One of them was a Titan. Yeah, I knew Linderbaum wasn't the Titan, and I assumed he was talking about Wandale. And after Wandale was announced, he did confirm with me it was Wandale, which was chalk, but still, it was nice to have actual confirmation. But I'm sure for him. But um, any other big ones, like any obvious ones? Oh, Jalen Phillips.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
120.
money for Jalen Phillips. That's free agency, but like holy shit, $30 million a year for Jalen Phillips is a lot of money.
In 2
But they got
years,
a discount.
that'll be a run of the mill edge contract.
They also got a discount on Devin Lloyd, so I feel like it all balances out. I was expecting Devin Lloyd to reset the linebacker market. He's like the second best linebacker in the NFL. I don't know why he wouldn't have gotten like Roquan Smith kind of money or Fred Warner kind of money. Like,
I guess that's where the position's at.
that's just the market this year. Yeah, because we just saw Leo Chanel get less than $10 million a year. Leo Chanel got like just over $8 million.
Does
Like
that mean
8.25 or whatever.
is Styles gonna go maybe a little later in the first round than projected?
Not impossible. Not impossible. Yeah. Because I've seen him projected second. I've seen him projected third. Like, he's a great football player, but if a linebacker is being valued this way right now, we'll see. The draft class is so weak that it's still like he's gonna go top 10 for sure. He's a lock, but like, I don't know. He might not go top 3. He might not go top 5. Like the Giants are a destination possibly. But he might not. He might not go top 5. He might go somewhere between the 6 to 10 range. We'll see.
Well, the Raiders traded for Max Crosby. We haven't talked about that at all.
Oh yeah. The Raiders got 2 firsts for.
Or the Raiders traded away Max Crosby. I mean,
yeah, Ravens got him. Good for both teams. If it doesn't work out for Baltimore, like, I mean, oh well. Like, it's Max Crosby and Jesse Minter's defense. I'm sure it'll work out just fine.
yeah.
If they win a ring, nobody will care.
Of course.
And like, this is the kind of thing you have to do to maximize your window. So like, it is what it is. And the Raiders get the 14th pick this year. That could be Mekhi Lemon. That could be
a lot of things.
Could be an offensive lineman. We'll see. My belly says it's Mekhi Lemon. I think it'll be Mekhi Lemon at 14. But
Mekhi Lemon and Naylor, Brock Bowers, Genty, pretty fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. That could even be Omar Cooper if they want to take him that high. His stock's risen quite a bit. If you want to keep him with Mendoza, that'll play. So, let's see. Oh yeah, and they got the 2027 first, which is going to be a stupid good draft class. So even if Baltimore is as good as you'd assume they are next year, it's still going to be a first round pick in what's going to be a ridiculously strong draft class. So, you take those. Absolutely, you take those.
We take that.
Yeah. John Spytek edit. Yep, I understand. So, some Tariq Woolen stuff. Yeah, I don't normally have Twitter notifications turned on. I do now, and I have post notifications turned on for like multiple reporters. Mm-hmm. And like, I'll see notifications from multiple reporters, and I'll look at them, and it's all the same. Like, they're just reposting each other, and I'm like, stop! Just fucking tweet your own news. Like,
yes.
Let Schefter's news be Schefter's news. Let Pelissero's news be Pelissero's news. Let Rappaport's news be Rappaport's news. Let Schultz's news be Schultz's news.
Or just pick one. Like, for your notifications, pick one.
Yeah, I guess, but like not everybody reports everything. But like sometimes people report everything. It's just annoying. And sometimes I still miss them. Like, I got 4 people, and like I'm still not getting every bit of news. Like I gotta go. Like I got Cameron Wolf turned on right now. Fucking yeah, whoever. Um, I think we've done the bulk of the big. Oh,
Oh,
what that? Really? From the insiders on NFL Network, Trey Hendrickson looms as one of the biggest names for free agents still unsigned. No shit. Who are you enlightening with this, Ian?
who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck didn't know this already? Of course he's still the biggest name unsigned. He's got to stay the biggest name unsigned until like fucking July. It is what it is. I do think Shago Conquo eventually gets a similar deal to Cade Otton. A bit interesting that he's still available. I think the not being able to block might be what's keeping him uh, on the market. I think him being like the worst blocking tight end in the NFL probably is playing a factor there. He might not be quite getting the offers he thought he would be. I know Tennessee had wanted to bring him back, allegedly, but I think he'd been ready to go. Like it definitely seemed like he had tweeted out a farewell post after our last game of the season. So I think he was always wanting to hit the market, and obviously they signed Bellinger pretty quickly after the market opened up. So that had probably been their plan for a while. Kevin Zeiler is another one they could bring back. Would be fine with that. I like him. He just played well last year. He didn't want to retire yet. Shouldn't be too expensive. You could probably bring him back for the same year or same deal as last year. 1 year, $10 million. Reasonably priced guard. Yeah, I don't think I have much else free agency wise. I think that we did the bulk of the
Okay, then I'll just say
important stuff.
I like the Rashawn Gary trade. 4th round pick
Yeah.
for next year. Getting an edge.
Let me go
in there.
turn my lamp on real quick.
Okay,
while
I'll
you
just
do
quickly
this.
ramble while you do that.
Yeah.
Sam Williams for 1 year, $3 million. I like that. I like Sam Williams a good bit. So keeping him for that cheap. I like the attack of the safety position. We got one, more like solid starter. 3 year, $36 million. Jalen Thompson, 1 year, $5 million. PJ Locke. The only thing I don't like, can we just extend Brandon Aubrey?
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Just fucking pay him. 2nd round tender on him. Just fucking pay him. Well, he wants $12 million instead of the $10 million offered. That would already make him the highest paid. I don't give him 12. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's like that.
Yeah, he's that kind of kicker.
Brandon Aubrey, notedly like that.
Can confirm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. If you want to move on to if you want to move on to that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Top 3 of the week. Top 3 worst things coworkers have said.
I don't have nearly as much of this documented as I thought I did.
I'm going to start documenting this going forward. I'm new notes
definitely,
tab.
because I know I've had some.
There's stuff that I just forgot. I know how I felt, but I don't remember what was said exactly.
Right. Which is like I want to go with what I have like as far as like specifics are concerned.
Yeah. Well, one of them is my first one's going to be a little more broad, but
okay.
After that, it's more specific. I think the two after that are the same coworker, who I
know who this is. I know this one.
I don't even talk to this guy. Like that's the funny thing is like I don't talk to this guy. Like he just sits relatively close to where I sit in the morning meetings, and that's all it takes.
Maybe not then.
I'll keep that one. Okay, but do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I can kick us off here because I think yours is gonna be better than mine. So I'll let you go last. Let me go to the Notes app. Okay, so This one's a bit more broad, but I have a specific example from today. Like when I told you today, when you had suggested this top three, that I was in the middle of complaining about something a coworker had said.
Yeah.
This was what it was. I really hate bad sports takes from like old head coworkers.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple coworkers who are like really in the ball like that. Both Jets fans, funny enough.
If you're
Another
a Jets
one.
fan, you better be in the ball because you're not like casually bumping in and out of
that's
enjoying Jets.
That's pain. That's real
Yeah.
hatred. News?
No.
Yeah, the Eagles just signed Johnny Munt, and Stone Forsythe is signing with the Carolina Panthers.
All right.
Okay, interesting.
Anyways.
Yeah, league shattering for both, I'm sure. Today, I'm at break, and this guy walks in and he goes, "Man, we gotta get rid of GMs. I just fixed an NFL team, an NBA team, and MLB team all on ChatGPT," and
Bro.
he was like, "GMs are so stupid, man. I could do this thing so easy." He was like, he had said, "Fuck, what was it?"
ChatGPT.
Oh my god!
Down,
he said, like, they're so dumb. They hand out all this money. They gotta do incentives. It's like they do. They do. If you've ever read a fucking contract detail in your life, they always do incentives. There's always incentives in contract. Like the actual reported number is never the actual number. That's always like the maximum possible amount that a player can earn. But and he said he was like, if a player gets hurt, the owner should have some kind of out with their contract because you've got a guy just sitting on the bench. You shouldn't have to pay him. It's like, what? What? Like, you mean to tell me you should put your body on the line, and if you suffer a career-ending injury, you shouldn't even be able to get the guaranteed money in your contract. You should be able to avoid the rest of it. Are you fucking like? Yeah, this I hate bad sports takes from coworkers.
Yeah. And like big time contracts, they put stuff in there like you can't do certain activities like jumping out of a plane,
right?
Or like
playing basketball.
Yeah,
it's like Mahomes can't play pickup.
Because it means so specifically what he's saying is if you get hurt doing your job, we're not paying you. Imagine if he tripped at work, tweaked his ankle, and they were like, "Yeah, you're not getting paid this week."
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we treat him that way? No workman's comp, no fucking short or long term disability,
dude.
Nah, none of it. Ridiculous, man.
I thought you were gonna say like I just fixed a team on Madden. They need to get rid of these GMs, but bro, he's on ChatGPT. Yo, gun him down.
I will say, as far as like Madden ball knowledge goes, I really do think anybody who's ever played Madden is probably a better clock manager than some of these imbeciles we've seen at head coach. Like genuinely, like
I don't know, bro. Put them in the moment. Nah. Actually, I'm sticking up for the coaches. Put them in the moment.
If you have thousands of reps playing Madden, going through these situations, like that's muscle memory at that point, knowing when to call timeouts. Like the problem is these coaches ain't never played Madden. They've never been in this situation. They don't.
They're not gaming enough.
They're not gaming enough. They don't know.
Make coaches game again.
Situations. They've never been in these situations before. I've been in that situation hundreds of times.
You ain't been in these trenches like me.
My timeout management is great. I'd be a great head coach. Oh shit. Titans just signed Jordan Elliott. Used to be in San Francisco with Saleh. $8 million per year with 2 year, $8 million with $8.5 million up to with incentives. So good D-line depth. It's a good deal too. You're not paying them a whole lot there. We take those. That's nice. Real nice to see. Okay, I was looking for a dopamine hit. We had not signed anybody yet today. I was like, I need back but we're good. It'll keep me afloat for the rest of the day. So yeah, that'll be my first one. Your number 3.
My number 3. I'm going broad here. And one of the reasons because I can't say line for line the examples, but just anytime the N-word has been dropped. It's happened I can think of two coworkers that it's. I was in the car with one. We were driving to like a lunch retirement for a guy we worked with, and I don't even remember the context. I just remember him saying it, and I was like, "Get me out this fucking car." And then the other one is shout out my bro, shout out my 73-year-old partner. We put in boiler tubes, and they hang out a little bit of the boiler, so you can like ream them and they'll seal. And if they're real big, if the lip is real big, my coworker has a name for those kind of big lips.
Lips. Okay.
And he told me that, and I was just like, I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore.
Yeah,
anytime I try to check him, just because he's a little older, I just tell him like, I don't think we're supposed to say that anymore. And he's like, no, we're not supposed to say that anymore. And I'm like, nah, I don't think we're supposed to say that no more.
So, dude, I think that one's been off the table for a while. Actually,
that's true. Yeah, but yeah, my number 3 is just in-bomb drops. Because it's always out of nowhere. I'm never like, oh, here's a situation that makes sense for us non-black people to be dropping the N-word. Never in that moment, so I never see it coming. Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to see it coming. I feel like that should be something that catches you off guard.
Yeah, every time I'm like, what?
I sure hope that's not something you're used to.
Like,
it's just like that's just Dave. He's just a little racist.
Yeah, like because when my partner dropped it about the boiler tubes and the lips, he was like, you know what we call them? And I deadass was just like, what? He said it, and I was like, oh, all right. What? Yeah. Yeah. You're number 2.
Kind of ties in with my number 2 because my number 2 is racism, just from coworkers in general, just casual racism getting tossed out. Examples. Juneteenth is the worst fucking holiday. Is one that I've
got
heard.
the day off work, bro. Why you bitching?
Well, we don't actually, but
y'all don't. Oh, that sucks for y'all.
No,
I get the day off work, so shout out to Juneteenth. We love Juneteenth over here.
It ain't freedom till everybody gets it.
Yeah.
We should not be celebrating Independence Day while also not celebrating Juneteenth. We can celebrate Independence Day, but like if you're the type of guy, like I know he's the kind of guy who loves 4th of July, but thinks if you love 4th of July but think Juneteenth is dumb, you're probably just racist.
Yeah,
you're probably
no
just racist.
around that.
It is what it is.
Also, you want a limit on holidays? Like I don't even really get that.
Brother, I'll take one as many times as I can get them.
Yeah.
The fuck, like, but like specific examples, I remember this one where it was like, same coworker actually I was bitching about in the last.
Yeah.
This guy says a lot of shit I don't like. He said something about Lamar Jackson one time, something about his teeth, like, and like in the ghetto or whatever. Like I don't remember the exact. Something about his smile and like the way his teeth looked. He's
got a great smile. He's got a beautiful smile.
I wish that's what he said. He's definitely just said something more racist than that. But yeah, that's one where I was like, oh, I don't think you should be saying that. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, just
that's another thing. It's like, really, what
general.
should you do? Like you're in a work environment, like
maybe have a little decorum, but like I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know. Maybe that's kind of thing I should take to HR. Especially like we got a black HR rep. I'm sure she'd be interested to hear.
Probably
casual racism getting thrown around. I don't know what the statute of limitations is on like casual racism in the office. This was definitely like a year ago, so like I don't really know.
Something tells me you'll get new evidence soon. If
at
it
some
was
point, I'm
out
sure.
Like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I probably heard some at my last job too. I heard a lot of my number 1 at my last job, and I'll get there because. But you're number 2.
All right, my number 2. I think I mentioned this one before, but I'm gonna retell it because this one was just this was a funny moment where it just clicked and I was like, oh, this person's dumb. Like,
yeah.
It was just one of those moments where you're like, oh, you're dumb. Like they were talking about Trump, and they were like, yeah, on the news they were calling him a I don't know, it started with an F, and he had to Google it, and he shows it to me, and it says fascist. And I was like, this guy's like in his 50s.
Doesn't know what
He had
fascist
been
is?
stationed in Germany, and he's just like, he had just never heard that word, didn't know what it meant in any way. And it was just a moment where I just looked at the phone, and I looked back at his face, and I was just like, oh, I'm driving around with a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find fucking
That was just
Jordan Elliott on Instagram.
a funny clicking of the head of just being like, oh, you're
This
a
guy's just dumb.
moron. I think I even talked about this, like, I don't know if this was true, but I just heard people talking about it where, like, the word moron used to meant, like, a secret idiot or a surprise idiot, where, like, you don't know it first, but then it just, like, gets revealed to you that they're dumb.
Revealed to me in a dream. This guy's just kind of stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was just my,
Nincompoop.
oh, he's a fucking moron. Damn. Yeah, that was that moment.
I've got a few bad political takes I hear at work that I will save for next time because
my number one is it's two different ones, but since it's from the same guy, I decided to combo them into one.
Fair enough.
And that was the guy I was talking about earlier. Like, I really don't talk to this guy or know this guy, or I think I was in his car one time. I was in his car one time, and I got a fucking gold nugget of bullshit that I'll be talking about in a second. But
very nice.
And I knew I was getting it. Like, I asked to receive it. I'll talk about how I got it out of him. But you're number one.
My number one. This is a problem everywhere. I've never not seen this at a job before. Mm-hmm. The way some of these fellas,
I already know.
In fact, I don't think I've had one instance in my entire life where I've ever heard a woman say something that was like, this is HR worthy. It's only ever come from men other than that, the entire time I've been in the workforce.
I only work with men. Ever. Also, if women are, I would assume that they're whispering it amongst themselves anyways.
Fair enough.
Women can be pigs too.
This is the way men talk about women at work, specifically women that work at the same place. Specifically your coworkers.
Your coworker who has a fucking wife and 3 kids at home.
Your coworker who's about to become a granddad, coworker who is already a granddad, coworker who has been married for decades.
I'll have coworkers who will say they love their daughter more than anything in this world, and then immediately just degrade a woman the next sentence.
Dude, I had to have one time at my last job. I go into the break room. We had a project manager. She was very young, probably recently out of college. She's very pretty, but I left it at that. She's very pretty. Some other fellas. One of them married, mind you. The other one still technically married, I think, but
separated.
They were separated. She was in a different state. There's no love there, or whatever. But he was kind of a pig. He knew he's a self-admitted pig. It is what it is. I still fuck with bro. I got lunch with him a few months back when I was in Orlando. But I was like week 3 or something. It was like, did you see what Erica was wearing today? Talking about how the pants she was wearing was showing off her ass. Fucking hell. How the pants she was wearing was showing off her ass. I'll hear it. I've heard it some at my current job, not as much. It was really bad at my last job. I had a guy one time, he was outside. He saw a woman jogging by, and he opens the door. He was like, "Come look at this! Come look at this lady jogging, dude! Oh my god! Relax. Imagine if she hears that. Imagine you're just minding your own business, going for a jog. Yo, look at this woman!
No, I had a moment.
Jogging.
It's not quite like that. But just the fact of yo, they might hear us was the vibe. It was there's this one guard because we have to check in because we work on a military base. We drive from one disconnected section to another, so we go off base and then back onto base. But there's this one guard, clearly a gay man, and my 73-year-old coworker finds that hilarious. And like, he was really enthusiastic the last time we had seen him, like at the gate, and he was like, "You ever heard somebody this enthusiastic at the gate?" And we're like, "Nah." And we left, and when we were driving up again, and we saw him like the next day, we were like, because we'll be like, "Yo, he gets like that for you." Now he gets excited for you. We stopped by there, and he's not excited. He's not like mad or anything, but he's just not that excited. And right in front of him, my coworker just turns around next to him, he's like, "Yeah, he's not excited today." And I was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! What the fuck?" I just was like typing on my phone, like trying not to look over at him. I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." But yeah.
Yeah, like I'll hear. Yeah, it was definitely worse at the last job, but that was actually okay. So I had a coworker. His stepdaughter, I guess, had briefly done porn at some point.
I do not like where this is going.
I had a different coworker. I walk into the break room and he's like, "Check this out," and he fucking shows me unprompted. I did not fucking ask for this. I didn't say anything. Even
coworkers will just show you porn. I don't get it.
He just flips. Yeah, but it's my supervisor's stepdaughter. Like that's like, and like he just flips the phone around and shows me, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why? I didn't ask for this. I don't want to just see porn. I'm at work. Shit says not safe for work. I don't want to like
they cannot. They don't. I don't think they know what that fucking tag means.
He just flips the phone around and it's her in a swing getting pounded. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, male co-workers' treatment of women. That's in general, but some specifics involved.
In reference to like either the sexism or the racism, that's the weirdest aspect of us all when they just share it with you and you just feel like a grenade just got put in your lap.
Well, the worst thing is like, what vibe do what have I done to give you the impression that I'm okay with this or that I'm like this? Like, I don't.
The fact that every other guy they've interacted with before that is. I
suppose, I guess, but like I don't want to be like involved in none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shit. But like, it is really nice when a female coworker designates you as like the safe male coworker. Like, I had a cashier at Lowe's one time. Like, she was getting harassed by some dude like while she was working, and so when her shift ended, she asked me to walk her to her car, so that just in case he was still hanging around or whatever. Like, I felt very honored, honestly, to be. It's like if somebody at the club asks you to like watch their drink for them. Like, fuck yeah, I'll guard it with my fucking life. Absolutely.
I got like you're the only male coworker that doesn't make me feel uncomfortable before. Like when I worked at TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
Which they definitely meant straight, because like there was like one or two gay guys that worked there. I know they weren't talking about them in that uncomfortable. So, but regardless. At first it's like, oh, and then you realize what that really means. You go, oh.
No, yeah, it kind of sucks that that's the reality that we're in. But, yeah. You're number one, by the way.
My number one. I actually remembered it's three things from one guy. Two of them are more related than the other, but I got to get him off.
Incredible.
Okay, so the first one. This is the one I like pretty much asked for because I was in the car with him. It was right after the big long government shutdown, and he was going off about it's the Democrats, the reasons it's shut down and being this long. So I'm in the car with him and I asked him, I was like, so like what was this government shutdown about? Like why did it take so long? And the first thing out of his mouth was like,
I remember this one.
I did, yeah, that's right. I remember I did tell this one, but I just reminder in case anyone didn't hear this. He said the first thing he says, the first reason is because Democrats want to give free health care to Haitian prostitutes.
I remember this one.
What the fuck? That is so specific. Free healthcare to not just Haitians, but specifically the prostitutes of Haiti. What? And he said some other. And then he said, this might be timely. It might have been in Iran or Afghanistan. One of the two countries, but he said like they want to fund LGBTQ in Iran or Afghanistan or something like that, And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. What the fuck does that even mean? But yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Can I get one in real quick?
Go ahead, King.
One of the worst ones I've heard just off the top of my head.
Let him know, Twin.
Is like I was talking with a coworker, very big Trump supporter. I was talking with him. I'm like,
by the way, this guy is as well. Shocking. I know.
Obviously, but like, I'm like, yeah, we got like kids dying from like measles and shit. I was like, we had a coworker got who had like chicken pox. I'm like, dude, I didn't know you could still get chicken pox. And I'm like, it's a lot of people that like a lot of shit's going back now that we had gotten rid of because people aren't getting vaccinated. And my Trump supporter coworker was like, yeah, but also you got a lot of illegals coming in. They're carrying diseases with them and shit. It's like, that's not how herd immunity works, fucker. Like if we still had, if people were vaccinating their crotch goblins, kids wouldn't be dying. Like,
yeah. How do I blame brown people for this?
How do I blame this on Haitian prostitutes?
Yo,
brother, what?
Crazy first ball. Okay, the other two are this one is very serious. Like these were related to ICE murders. The first one, Renee Good. He's sitting there and he's like, "Yeah, she deserved it. Shouldn't have been doing it. Shouldn't have been there." I had already seen the footage of what happened, and there's not a reason, an excuse, any thought process that brings you to that woman deserved to die in that situation. A disgusting abuse of power, no consequences from it.
They shut down the investigation because the investigation listed her as a victim, and I guess Kash Patel got mad, and like the FBI just closed the investigation.
Yeah. And then the next one, possibly even more egregious due to the hypocrisy of it.
This one's worse. This one's worse.
When Preddy got murdered, my very clearly pro Second Amendment coworker deadass said, well, he shouldn't have had a gun.
I could see how if you're a special kind of retarded, you could convince yourself that Renee Good was trying to hit the police officer or the fucking ICE agent. There's no, like, you have to lie to yourself to justify Alex Preddy's murder. Because he didn't pull his gun out.
No.
Somebody else, one of the ICE agents pulled his gun off of his body. He was completely disarmed. Somebody else yelled gun, and then they shot him, and they fucking mag dumped him.
Yeah.
Like, having a gun on you, first of all, is not evidence of violent intent. It's an open carry state. He was licensed. The gun was registered to him. Like, you're allowed to have a gun on you. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's not illegal to have a gun. There's a whole amendment about it. It's the second one. They obviously deemed it pretty important if it's that high up on the list.
And
so
the exact reasoning that people have been saying the Second Amendment is there and why we need it because of what could happen
is government
happening.
overreach.
But now the side that's been in support of the Second Amendment is the one doing the evil shit.
Remember, it's fuck your feelings. My feelings are actually very important and I don't want them to be hurt. Same thing. It's
that's also the funniest. They're so
arms.
sensitive.
I don't want you to have the right to bear arms. You shouldn't have the right to bear arms.
They're another level of sensitive. Same thing. It's so funny the people that complain about stuff end up being it the most. Like the way they call like people on the left snowflakes.
Every accusation is a confession.
Or like baby boomers talking about how entitled new generations are when they're easily the most entitled generation that's ever existed. It's insane.
They are the only generation to leave the next one poorer.
Yeah.
And they want to talk about entitlement. They're hoarding wealth.
Yeah.
They're hoarding wealth. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I see that coworker and he just tries to give me like a hey. And like I say hi back just because I don't know, like in a work environment, it's like, do I want to make this hostile? No.
Want to be cordial. Yeah, I get it.
But it's just like I see him and I go like, you're like, I always try to give the benefit of like, I don't think it's malice. I think it's just ignorance. I can't give it to him. That guy's just a piece of shit.
No, like I have the coworker I mentioned earlier about like the one who was like, yeah, also some of that stuff's coming back because people are bringing it with him. I genuinely think it is ignorance more often than not with him than it is malice.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of people I know, there's coworkers.
Like,
there's
my 73-year-old
people I
coworker,
hear where it's just straight hatred.
Yeah. My 73-year-old coworker, brother's just out of the loop. My brother's just out of the loop.
He don't got internet.
Yeah,
He don't got internet.
No, dead ass.
He
I was
don't
like, I
got
grew up with a
internet.
computer, and I was like, I told him, I was like, I know you didn't. Like, it's just different. Like, brother's
It
out of the
what it
loop.
is, like, he don't get like even like I had a coworker who was like very establishment Democrat. He would say shit like, "Well, black people historically vote for Republicans. It's the party of Lincoln." I'm like, that's just not true.
Yes.
That has just never been true. Like
The one guy I know at work who is a Democrat, well, he's the one who like didn't know what fascist was. Like
yeah,
it's just because they were pro-union, and I think that's what so he was pro-union. But like everything else about him, right? Like, cause he also like because there was a group of guys sitting around
the
like
Democrats
talking about
are a right-leaning party at the end of the day.
end of the day, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
even with him through the lens of like American politics,
Yeah.
if even through the lens of American politics, if stuff you typically view Democrat is left leaning.
Mhm.
He's like, it's dead ass just in name because everything else is the vibe. Like,
Single issue voter, final boss.
Yeah,
Pro-union.
Because there were guys sitting around like talking about Renee, and like they were all like, nah, she deserved it. What an idiot. And it's just me. And I told him, I was like, no, she didn't. I didn't want to argue with him, but I didn't just agree with them. But that the one Democrat there was like, yeah, nah, what an idiot. She deserved to die. What are we doing?
That's the word. It's like these people don't understand like life, like the value of life. I feel like it's just a hilarious lack of empathy. Like you'll hear like people like we lost a few soldiers in the first couple days of the Iran war. Like, and you had people like there was 6 of them, I think, and it's like
6 confirmed.
And it's like we lost 6 American lives. It's like there were 100 plus schoolgirls that got bombed because they missed a military target. Like, lives are not suddenly more valuable just because they're us.
Also,
like,
I don't know, dude. American with how advanced and spent missed. I don't know, bro. Maybe.
Like, they were saying today. They finally admitted today that it was that. Which like there was.
Oh, there was conversation. It was an Iranian missile.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was Iranian
Bro,
like people
miss me
like
with that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. America and Israel have never intentionally targeted civilians before. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Our president said, "Oh, I don't know much about that." What do you mean you don't know much about that? What do you?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Every time he's asked about whether it's done or whether it's continuing, he contradicts himself. He's like, "Oh, it could be a bit of both." No, it can't. That's directly in opposition to each other. It has to be one.
I think the Secretary of Defense was like, "This isn't a regime change, but the regime has changed," or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like some don't even joke, lad. Some bullshit. Yeah. Like our goal was not regime change, but the regime is like. What do you mean your goal wasn't regime? You assassinated him within like the hour. Like it didn't take very long for the Ayatollah to be dead. So I don't know.
Yeah. Vote in November, guys. I'll be voting. I'll get out there.
Yeah.
Talarico. I actually am pretty excited to vote for Talarico.
I wish I was still in Texas so I could vote for James Talarico. I'll mail in.
A left-leaning man of God, dude. That's my brother. That's my twin right there.
Yeah, that's a
candidate made for me to get out to vote.
Yeah, Talarico's I like Talarico.
Because one of the things I really hate is just how the right has just like capitalized on like God and Christianity and just been twisting the message.
Patriotism as well. I hate
ways.
that they have a monopoly on patriotism. They have a monopoly on like culturally on Christianity. I think I despise it. I'm not even Christian myself, but I hate that they have because like I know like great like I know Christians with like great political beliefs, like political beliefs that I align with at the very least, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, not like perverted like American Christianity. Like
that's the biggest thing. It really is just American Christianity. I don't know when it happened, but it's been really just turned into something gross.
Evangelical, like I feel like fuck. This is dangerous to say this because I don't want this to become anything else. I almost feel like evangelicals in particular, we got to make a First Amendment exception for evangelical. We got to outlaw evangelicalism. That shit's got to go. That's what is the televangelists and shit. That's where this shit comes from. At the end of the day, that's.
Yeah.
I really hate evangelical. Every evangelical should be stoned. That's my political belief. Stone evangelicals. Not actually, but yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, just hearing the way that Tallarico talks about God in relation to stuff. I'm like, that's how it should be.
We should not have U.S. military leaders saying that like the war in Iran is in
war.
relation to the second coming of Christ. Like, fucking.
Because we also the big even like we wouldn't know. We're not gonna know. We're not gonna know that.
No, hell no. The Eagles are re-signing Grant Calcaterra. Just seen something about the Raiders here. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa.
Whoa, something big?
Oh, whoa.
Something
oh
big?
my God, that's real.
Something big. What's going on?
The Crosby trade just fell through.
What?
I thought this was satire at first, then I remember, no, I have Rappaport's post notifications turned on. This is from Ian Rappaport.
What do you mean
The Crosby trade.
Ravens Knicks trade for Raiders Max Crosby.
Huh?
Ravens Knicks trade for Raiders Max Crosby.
Yeah. The Raiders posted
Ravens
the
backed
Baltimore
out?
Ravens have backed out of our trade agreement for Max Crosby. We'll have no further comment at this time.
Whoa, what?
Oh my God. Well, you can't keep it. You got to trade him at
That's
this point somewhere.
Deadass is my immediate thought. It's like, okay, Cowboys are back on, and I forgot who else was in the mix. Bears, I think I heard, were in the mix.
Dude, wow.
We need to know the why, because it's not like he got a physical yet. So why?
New England, I would say, is probably also involved. I would expect New England to pursue this. Dude. Oh, that's brutal.
That's honestly weird. What a change of pace and conversation.
We're gonna get more information about this. Baltimore might have just embarrassed themselves, like on a national stage. That is.
We got. I mean, I'm gonna hold out and hear the why. Because I don't think he's had a physical like that.
No. The league year hadn't even the trade hadn't even been finalized yet because the league year doesn't start till like the 16th or some shit. Like I forget how it works, but like the trade can't even be finalized yet. I'm pretty sure. Like they can agree to it now, but it's maybe it's after the tampering period. Maybe it's maybe it's the 16th. I don't remember, but I know it's a later date that this actually happens. Dude. What?
Yeah. So Raiders are probably getting on the phone with Cowboys, Bears, and I don't remember who else was in there. Those were the names.
Okay, so I guess I get maybe it is the physical. I'm hearing about the physical. Schefter and Rapp are both talking about the physical right now.
Maybe he. Maybe he got some kind of physical, but it couldn't have been. Yeah, it can't have been like an official. By the Ravens. Baltimore.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That is crazy.
Well, and the way the Raiders phrased it, it said Baltimore backed out. It wasn't like oh it fell through because of failed. No, the Raiders said nah, fuck. They changed their minds. They said fuck it. They said no thank you.
The Ravens.
Yeah. Well, the Raiders said the Ravens backed out.
Right. Okay.
Not that it was a failed physical. So I don't know. We'll find out. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll definitely know by next pod.
What were we talking about before that just hit the fan?
We were talking about Tallarico mostly.
Okay. And like Christianity, evangelicalism, that sort of thing. Shout out Tallarico. I'm a fan. I do hope he wins that Senate seat.
Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic. I know I'm gonna get out there and vote.
I know Gay will for sure.
Yeah, I would have voted for Crockett too, but I am notably more excited to go vote for Tallarico.
Yeah, definitely. I like Crockett would have been at least useful to have in the House. Unfortunate that she didn't run for re-election there, but she told Crockett or she told Tallarico she was not going to run for Senate, and then that's when he started running. And then months into the campaign, like at the last minute, she decided she was going to run for Senate. Yeah. And then people got really mad at Tallarico about that for some reason. Like, no, she said no, and then she changed her mind. But he'd already been months into his campaign at that point. It's not his obligation to back out at that point.
They had a
Plus,
good.
again, like he won. Like it is what
Yeah,
it is.
that was a good civil race. We'll see how the primary looks. We don't even know who's running against yet. They have to do a runoff.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. But
Yeah.
Blexus, it's coming.
Yeah, I think so. Slowly.
Okay, it is a medical reason per Mike Garafolo. Apparently, it is. Jordan Schultz said he got a text from a GM saying that Baltimore is probably going to sign Trey Hendrickson. Which Jordan Schultz is like Gabe said, he's a hype generator. He's a clout guy. But where there's smoke, sometimes there's fire. It's worth noting. So
I mean, that's a pivot that makes sense.
yeah, man.
You don't hear about this too often. A trade falling through like that after announced.
Not for this caliber of player.
Yeah.
No. Normally this is like you'll get like one of those like pick swap deals where like a guy's coming off an injury and then he fills his physical. It's like, okay, whatever. Max Crosby.
Had Max publicly said anything after the trade?
I don't remember. Next, baby.
Oh, here's a picture of him in the rave. Oh, I can't see it. I don't have my phone on me. But it looks like he must have, because there's a post right here with him in a Ravens uniform. Oh, it's his profile pic. I looked right over that.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Okay, so I guess you thought he was
going to be. I wish I could just see what the caption is. No, I'm not putting in a fucking security code. I don't care that much. Ravens flock. It's time. Well, not anymore, brother. Not no more.
Damn. Okay, hopefully he's healthier in a month, I guess. Like, I don't fucking know. Onyx, baby. Hey. Do you want to do what we've been on?
Yes. What you been on?
Game of Thrones mostly.
Yeah.
Been binging it so much. I'm on season 7 now, and I've already limited myself not to 1 episode per day at most. Didn't even watch one yesterday. Watched one today, but like I'm on the last good season, so I can't just be grinding them out. But like season 5 and 6 were so binge worthy that I just knocked them out this past weekend, and they were so good. And it's like I'm so sad to see how they're gonna drop the ball.
Yeah.
Because first 2 episodes of season 7 have been really good.
Now the dread
so
starts
far,
kicking
and
in,
it's
you're
like,
wait a
I'm
minute.
I'm it's the beginning of the end. Like I know season 8. Onyx, hey, get out. Yeah, I know season 8 is abysmal dog shit. I'm not looking forward to seeing how they make it abysmal dog shit. But man, 5 and 6 are so fucking good, dude. Like, so good. Some of the best television I've ever watched. I mean, was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like season 4 honestly wasn't great. Like it was definitely there was a drop off a bit in season 4. It was the one that I cared about the least. But 5 and 6 were so fucking good. There's man, some of my favorite characters are really coming into their own. Shit's just awesome. But been playing some Crusader Kings 3 because watching Game of Thrones makes me want to play Crusader Kings 3, all that feudalism and shit.
Oh man, I'm looking at that website, what is it, Series Graph, where you see the episodes and their ratings?
Dude, oh man.
Brother. There's 3 9.9s, a 9.8, a bunch of 9.7s, a lot of early, like a lot of low 9s, high 8s, and then season 8. 7.6, 7.9, 7.5, 5.5, 5.9, and a 4. Yikes.
Wait a minute.
I'm curious, what does Young Justice look like?
I still haven't watched season 4 yet.
Oh,
no, I never watched.
Okay, I'm glad the haters aren't fucking review bombing this, because it's got a pretty good All 4 seasons have good ratings. Season 1 is an 8.8. Season 2 averages to a 9. Season 3 averages to an 8.7. Season 4 averages to an 8.6. Feels about right to me. Anyways.
Yeah.
What else you been on?
That may really be it. I don't know that I have anything else. That might just be. It's really been just Game of Thrones. I've been watching the fuck out of Game of Thrones. So that'll be me. Go ahead and tell us fine folks about.
I will, but let's see. Let me see if there's anything else, because that's will be saved the best for last. So we talked about the Platinum Lock a little bit. So guys, tune into that every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
I'd probably
He's fighting Gardenia in 2 days.
Yeah.
Very excited. Titans' new uniforms are also getting released that day.
Okay, Pokopia. Because I think Pokopia is pretty much the only thing that's been on. I'm only like 3 hours in, and since I'm not a cozy game veteran, it's slow progress over here. I just got a fucking crib with Charmander. We're living it up in a little hut. But dude, the game is nice. Like I like the art style. I like the direction it took there. The biggest thing though, obviously, is all of the Pokemon. Like talking to them, like you do get a feel for their personalities. They do so far all feel relatively unique from the other.
It's good.
Obviously, as there's 400 in there, we'll probably feel a little samey from certain ones, but you can only have so much variance across 400 Pokemon.
I love Pale Pikachu.
Charmander's the star so far. He's cool. I tripped. I flew up.
I wonder why Charmander is your.
But no. If you play the game, like you'll see.
Great, yeah. I believe you.
Unless it just knew my vibe and made Charmander the focus for a certain little storyline, like part of the tutorial intro thing. But nah, he's the GOAT. Bulbasaur is obviously another big one. Wanting it humid. But yeah, going around the world, learning the different skills, building everything together. Like as soon as we're done with this, I'm hopping on immediately. I might cook. I think I might have to cook dinner first, but then I'm hopping on immediately. Like that's gonna be the night routine right now. Hey, Fire Red, I was having fun. You're on pause. You're paused right now. I'll get back to you at some point. I need a long car ride or an airplane ride or something. I'll hop on and then probably just breeze through the game. You're on pause because we are now playing Pokopia. Insane. I honestly, I'm a little. I wish they weren't released so close together. But dude, what a fucking Pokemon spring, dude. Because it released like the second to last day of February for Fire Red, Leaf Green. So it's pretty much been a spring game. And then Pokopia, and then Champions is gonna come out in April. Like what a fucking Pokemon spring. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Since it's so much fun, let's go ahead and end this here, and I'll be fucking getting on that grind.
Have fun.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe for more of these, comment anything down below, and as always, keep gaming.